This is Akashavani Mangaluru. Yuvavani. Dear friends, welcome to today's English Yuvavani program. In today's program, there are two speeches. Career in Merchant Navy by Alden Menezes, and the second one is in connection with the World Students' Day by Ambika Palimar. Dear friends, in the beginning it is Alden Menezes with his speech Career in Merchant Navy.
After completing 12th grade, many students face the common question, what should I do next? This can be a confusing time as the option seems endless. I'm not here to tell you which specific career to choose because that depends on your own interests and abilities. However, I do want to introduce you to a career that isn't well known or fully understood, and it's the Merchant Navy. You may have heard of it before, and it might even sound quite exciting, but it's essential to understand both the benefits and challenges before considering it. There are several reasons why the Merchant Navy can be a great career option. One of the biggest perks is the chance to travel the world. If you love the idea of visiting different countries, this career gives you that opportunity. Another major advantage is the tax-free salary. If you qualify as a non-resident under tax laws, your earnings are not taxed, which means you take home your full payment without any deductions. The life on board is quite challenging, but it has its own benefits. Many companies do offer life insurance, which can also cover your family members in some cases. The work hours are also different from typical office jobs. Instead of working 9 to 5, you will work in two particular shifts, that is of 4 hours each. And this gives you a lot of time to relax, work on your hobbies, build up on yourself, stay fit, which helps in managing stress. Despite the many benefits, the Merchant Navy also comes with its challenges. One from the most difficult aspects is the long time spent away from home. Contracts usually last between 6 to 10 months, which can be tough if you miss your family or find it hard to be away for extended periods. While you can stay in touch, the internet connection is often poor, especially when the ship is far from the shore. Another challenge is dealing with seasickness or mental strain of being at sea for long periods. The open ocean can feel isolating for some, and while you do get to visit other countries, but much of your time will be spent traveling. Shore leave, where you can explore a new place, is often brief. Lastly, safety can be a concern. While shipping companies do prioritize the safety of their crew, weather conditions can be unpredictable. Storms and rough seas are part of the job, and while precautions are taken, they can't always be avoided. This means that working in Merchant Navy requires a lot of mental and physical strength to handle these tough situations. The shipping industry utilizes a wide variety of ships, each designed to serve specific purposes based on the nature of the cargo they carry. The container, the bulk carriers, the tankers, the ro-ro ships, and the passenger ships. The type of ship you work can significantly impact your experience, as the nature of cargo or passengers influence the responsibilities on board, safety measures, and even salary. Typical pay varies across the ship types, with specialized ships like tankers and ro-ro ships often offering higher salaries due to technical challenges involved. The Merchant Navy offers diverse career opportunities broadly divided into two main categories, the deck department and the engineering department. The deck department is responsible for overall navigation, safety, and operational management of the ship. The key roles of this department include deck cadets, officers, captain, and much more. The deck department ensures the ship reaches its destination safely and on schedule. A deck cadet is an entry-level position where you assist senior officers in tasks like navigating the ship, monitoring weather conditions, and maintaining communication with the ports. Deck cadet learn essential skills under the supervision of experienced officers, gaining hands-on experience in the day-to-day operations of the vessel. As you gain experience, you get promoted to positions from the deck cadet to the third officer, the second officer, chief officer, and eventually the captain. Each rank comes with increasing responsibilities that include navigation planning, safety management, and overseeing cargo loading and unloading. The deck department is crucial for ships' safe passage, and those in department must be well versed in maritime regulations, safety protocols, and navigation systems. The engineering department is also responsible for technical operations of the ship that ensures that all mechanical systems, including the engines, electrical systems, and other machinery, function smoothly. This department focuses on maintaining the vessel's overall mechanical health and addressing any issues that arise during the voyage. Engineers handle everything from the ship propulsion systems to its power generation and ventilation systems. There are several ranks within the engineering department, starting from the junior engineers and moving all the way up to the chief engineers. With the increasing complexity of modern ships, many vessels now have dedicated electrical officers who are responsible for the ship's electrical and electronical systems. They ensure the communication system, navigational aids, and automation systems function as required. Engineers and technical officers play a critical role in ensuring the ship's safety and functionality. Any mechanical failure at sea can be costly and dangerous. There are three primary routes to become a deck cadet, that is through GP rating, DNS, that is Diploma in Nautical Science, and BSc in Nautical Science. Each route has its own advantages, and selecting the right one depends on your educational background, career goals, and timeline for entering the workforce. The GP rating, also known as General Purpose Rating. This option is available for students who have completed their 10th grade. It allows individuals to take up entry-level roles in Merchant Navy, including roles on deck or in the engine room. However, this route is not highly recommended for those seeking long-term career growth as a deck cadet or officer, as it offers limited opportunities for promotion compared to the other pathways. The DNS, Diploma in Nautical Science, is 1 year academic course followed by 18 months of sea training. Upon completing the course and sea training, you receive a degree in nautical science. The advantages of DNS is that you can gain practical experience quite early in your career, which accelerates your progression towards becoming a deck officer. The key benefits are you can become a deck officer more quickly as you have more practical experience with academic learning. The hands-on experience at sea during your training period makes you well prepared for the real-world challenges. DNS students complete their sea training while studying, meaning they can start sooner compared to those who pursue a full academic course. The BSc in Nautical Science is a 3-year academic program that offers a more in-depth and comprehensive theoretical education. After completing the academic course, students are required to undergo practical sea training, and this is similar to DNS students. However, BSc students have the advantage of more detailed theoretical knowledge, which can be beneficial in certain areas of ship operation and management. BSc graduates have more time to develop a strong theoretical foundation in nautical science. This in-depth knowledge can open doors to high-level positions and opportunities with top shipping companies. Unlike DNS, BSc students complete their academic training before undergoing sea training. This means it takes slightly longer to qualify as a deck officer, but the extended study period allows for more thorough academic preparation. DNS allows you to become a deck officer faster as you can complete both academic and practical training in a shorter period of time. BSc takes longer as you need to complete 3 years of academic study before starting sea training. DNS integrates practical sea training into the academic curriculum, allowing the students to gain real-world experience earlier in their careers. In contrast, BSc students focus on academic studies first and complete sea training afterwards. DNS allows for faster entry into workforce. BSc graduates often have better opportunities with top shipping companies due to their more comprehensive theoretical knowledge. The tuition fees for DNS and BSc programs may vary, with BSc programs generally being more expensive due to their longer duration. If you are currently in 12th grade, it is crucial to focus on achieving minimum of 80% in physics, chemistry, and mathematics, and English. While some sources do suggest that 60% may be sufficient to gain admissions to certain colleges, I would recommend aiming for at least 80%. Scoring 60% might help you get into college, but possibly not with a strong reputation or a good placement opportunity. On the other hand, achieving 80% greatly increases your chances of getting into one of the top colleges, ensuring better career prospects. This target applies whether you are applying immediately after your 12th grade or after completing a BSc degree. So set your goal for 80% or higher and focus your efforts accordingly. Before your 12th board exams are released, and it is essential to start preparing for and applying to colleges as well as seeking sponsorship for shipping companies. Delaying this process can result in missed opportunities both in terms of sponsorship and admissions to reputed colleges. Sponsorship in Merchant Navy is different from many other career paths. In most of the fields, you have to first complete your education and then look for job placements, but in Merchant Navy, it is highly advisable to secure a sponsorship, that is, a job guarantee from a shipping company before you begin your college education. Shipping companies offer this to students before they start their studies, ensuring that the fear of unemployment is greatly reduced. Although some colleges offer placements, it is always safer to obtain a sponsorship beforehand, guaranteeing that you have a job waiting for you after your training. To secure the sponsorship, you will need to go through a selection process with shipping companies, which typically involves several stages. The first step is the written test, covering subjects like physics, chemistry, maths, and English. The next step is the psychometric test, assesses mental aptitude, personality traits, and suitability for career at sea. If you pass your psychometry test, you will be called for an interview. The interview is usually divided into 2 parts. The technical interview focuses on your knowledge of the subjects you have studied, as well as your general understanding of maritime topics. And the non-technical interview focuses on your communication skills, confidence, and dedication to pursuing a career in Merchant Navy. After successfully clearing the interview, you will undergo a medical examination, vision test that requires 6x6 clear vision, hearing test, blood and urine tests, chest x-ray, the ECG, and some general physical examinations. Your physical fitness is crucial as it determines whether you're fit for sea duty. Once you clear the medical exam, you will be granted sponsorship, providing you with job security. Some companies may offer to fund your education provided you agree to work for them for a specific period of time after your studies. After securing sponsorship, you have to prepare for the IMUCET exam, that is, the Indian Maritime University Common Entrance Test, and this is organized by the Government of India. This exam is typically held after your 12th board exams, and clearing it is necessary for admissions into maritime institutes. The IMUCET covers the following subjects: physics, chemistry, maths, English, and general aptitude. Well, in IMUCET, if you achieve a rank that is below 3000, your chances of getting into the top maritime colleges increase significantly. It is possible to secure admission with a rank up to 6000, but this is general for the upper limit for good colleges. Let us take a deeper look into the key topics covered in the IMUCET. Physics. Under physics, we have mechanics, that includes study of motion, forces, and energy. Heat and thermodynamics includes the concept of temperature, heat transfer, and laws governing energy. Optics. We have the study of light, including reflection, refraction, and optical instruments. Electromagnetism includes concepts of electric and magnetic fields and their applications. And at last, we have modern physics, that includes quantum physics, atomic structure, and nuclear physics. Then, under chemistry, this will include topics like atomic structure, chemical bonding, thermodynamics, and organic chemistry. Mathematics focuses mainly on calculus, algebra, geometry, and trigonometry. These areas will be tested for their application in problem solving. Then you have English, which includes grammar, comprehension, vocabulary, and sentence structure. Then we have general aptitude. This section will assess your problem solving ability, logical reasoning, and critical thinking skills. Once you have passed the IMUCET, you can apply for colleges. The application process includes submitting your medical certificate and sponsorship letters. Then you have the tuition fees, of course, and it depends for various courses. For diploma in nautical science, it usually ranges up to 7 to 10 lakhs per year, and for BSc in nautical science, it ranges up to 25 to 30 lakhs. If the fees seem too high, don't worry. There are options like bank loans, sponsorship funding, or even government scholarships. Many companies that provide sponsorship also help with the tuition fee, as long as you agree to work for them after completing your course. Some of the best colleges for Merchant Navy in India include the Anglo-Eastern Maritime Academy, the Great Eastern Maritime Academy. These both have their own shipping companies, ensuring excellent placement opportunities. Then you have the IMI Greater Noida and Tolani Maritime Institutes. These are just a few examples, and you can explore more options. But these institutes have a strong reputation and excellent placement rates. After you complete your course, you will undergo a pre-C training for almost 18 months. Following this, you will need to obtain necessary certifications such as STCW, that stands for Standards of Training Certification, and Watchkeeping for Seafarers. Marine Engineering Pathway. If you're more interested in the engineering side of Merchant Navy, here's what the process looks like. First, you need to have a bachelor degree. You will need to pursue a BTech or a BE in marine engineering, that is 4-year courses. Government institute charges around 2 to 5 lakhs per year, while private institutes may charge around 4 to 8 lakhs per year. You will have to clear the IMUCET or a few specific entrance tests conducted by the Maritime Institute. After graduation, you will need to undergo pre-sea training at an approved institute. CDC, that stands for Continuous Discharge Certificate. This is mandatory for all seafarers. And then we have the MEO, that stands for Marine Engineer Officer, Class 4 exam. After completing your sea service and training, you must clear this exam to work as a certified Marine Engineer Officer. You will start as a junior engineer and gradually move up to the ranks with experience. If you completed mechanical engineering after 12th, you can still become a marine engineer by pursuing a graduate marine engineering, a GME course. The GME course lasts for 1 year and fees typically ranges from 3 to 6 lakhs depending upon the institute. The path of joining Merchant Navy requires a strategic approach whether you want to pursue navigation or engineering. The Merchant Navy offers a stable and rewarding career with opportunities for growth. And even if the tuition fee seems to be too high, once you get a job, it would have a good pay in which you could cover for your loan within a couple of years.
That was Alden Menezes speaking on the topic Career in Merchant Navy. Friends, we celebrate the World Students' Day every year on October 15. In this connection, Ambika Palimar now delivers her speech.
World Student Day is a significant occasion that celebrates the immense potential, creativity, and diversity of students around the world. It serves as a global acknowledgement of the role that student plays in shaping the future, whether through academics, personal development, or other their contributions to society. It also highlights the power of education in transforming lives, promoting social mobility, and fostering innovations across the globe. The day is not just about celebrating the students' achievements, but also recognizing the challenge they face and the importance of providing equitable access to education for all. On World Students' Day, students are honored not only as individuals but also as a future leaders, thinkers, and change makers who will take on the challenges of tomorrow. The root of World Students' Day lies in the desire to create a day dedicated to recognizing the critical role students play in society as well as the importance of education in personal and social development. Historically, students have been at the forefront of major social, political, and technological resolutions. One of the early inspirations behind World Student Day can be traced to the student movements across the world. Students often rise to challenge injustice, promote peace, and advocate for their rights and right of others. Whether standing up against oppressive regimes or calling for educational reform, students have used their voices to spark change. These movements have served as a reminders of the power that young people wield in their unwearying commitment to making the world a better place. Another motivation for creating World Student Day has been the recognition of education as a fundamental human right. Around the world, millions of students lack access to quality education, which remains a significant barrier to personal development and societal progress. World Student Day advocates for universal access to education, pushing governments and institutions to prioritize education policies, infrastructure, and funding. This day serves as a reminder of persistent inequalities that exist within educational systems globally, and it calls for collective actions to bridge these gaps. With the different countries and regions may celebrate students at different times or in a different ways. World Student Day has become universal occasion cutting across cultural, linguistic, and geographical boundaries. It is a day to honor the diverse student communities worldwide and recognize the value of inclusive education. Education is not just about acquiring knowledge, it is about equipping students with the tools and skills they need to navigate an increasingly complex and interconnected world. It fosters critical thinking, problem solving, creativity, and emotional intelligence, qualities that are essential for personal success and societal well being. In the fast changing landscape of the country, Education must adapt to new challenge, globalization, rapid technology advancements, and another issues are reshaping the world. For student, this means that ability to think critical, innovate, and collaborate across cultures is more important than ever. On World Student Day, educators, policymakers, and communities are encouraged to reflect on the evolving needs of students and how education system can better prepare them for the future. Furthermore, education plays a key role in fostering social equality. It opens door for individuals from all walks of life to achieve their full potential regardless of their socio-economic background. Education serves as a powerful equalizer, providing opportunities for students to rise above circumstances, poverty, or marginalization. This is especially relevant in countries where access to education is limited or where certain groups face barriers into learning due to gender, ethnicity, or economic status. On World Student Day, we celebrate the tireless efforts of students who overcome these barriers to pursue their dreams. From rural villages to bustling urban centers, students around the world demonstrate resilience and determination in the face of adversity, showing the pursuit of knowledge can transform lives and create pathways to success. The student population is one of the most diverse groups in society, representing a wide range of culture, languages, traditions, and perspective. This diversity is one of the greatest strengths of student community as it fosters cross-culture understanding and collaboration. In today's interconnected world, students are more connected than ever before through digital platforms, student abroad programs, and international partnerships. Students have opportunity to engage with peers from different parts of the world. These interactions promote mutual respect and empathy, helping to break down culture barriers and create a more inclusive global community. World Student Day recognizes that this diversity enhances the educational experience, exposure to different viewpoints, broadens students' origins and challenges them to think critically about global issues. It teaches them to approach problems from multiple perspectives, an essential skill in a world where complex challenges often require collaborative solutions. Moreover, the global student community is increasingly involved in addressing international challenges such as climate change, poverty, inequality, and social justice. Students are not just passive recipients of education, they are actively engaged in initiatives that provide sustainable development and social progress, from leading grassroots movements to promoting in international form. Students are playing a vital role in shaping global discourse in some of most pressing issues of time. Despite the progress that has been in expanding access to education, millions of students around the world still face significant barriers. One of the most pressing issues is the lack of access to quality education, particularly in developing countries. Many students are forced to attend overcrowded and underfunded schools where the quality of education is subpar. Others face long distance, unsafe conditions, or financial constraints that prevent them from attending school regularly. In addition to these system issues, students also face personal challenges. Many students juggle the demands of schoolwork with their other responsibilities, such as part time jobs or caregiving duties. The pressures to succeed academically, combined with external stress, can take toll on the students' mental health. The increasing awareness of mental health challenges among students has led to call for more support system with the schools and universities to ensure that students can thrive both academically and personally. With the rise of digital learning, particularly accelerated by the global pandemic, access to technology and internet has become a crucial factor in educational success. However, Not only all students have equal access to these resources. In many parts of the world, students lack the necessary infrastructure, devices, or internet connectivity to participate in online learning, existing inequalities. On World Student Day, these challenges are brought to forefront, urging educators, government, and international organizations to work towards solutions that ensure every student, regardless of their circumstances, has the opportunity to reach their full potential. Students have always been at the forefront of social change. The spirit of activism is a hallmark of student community, and it is central theme of World Student Day. From climate change protest to movements advocating for gender equality, racial justice, and education reform, students are using their voices to demand change. They are not waiting for future to be handed to them, they are actively shaping it, whether through peaceful protest, social media campaigns, or involvement in policy making. Students are driving conversations around the issues that matter most to them. World Student recognizes the power of student activism and encourages students to continue advocating for the causes they believe in. It also calls our society to listen to students and involve them in decision making processes. After all, the challenges that students are fighting to address today will shape the world they inherit tomorrow. World Student Day is not just a celebration of the present, it is a celebration of the future. The student of today will become a leader, innovator, and change makers of tomorrow. They are the ones who will tackle the global challenges we face, from environmental sustainability to technological advancements, from social justice to economic development. As we honor students on World Student Day, we are reminded of the responsibility we have to support them in their journey. This means investing in education, creating inclusive learning environments, and providing the resources and opportunities that students need to thrive. It is a day to reflect on the power of education to transform lives and to commit to ensuring that all the students have access to tools and opportunities they need to succeed. As we look to the future, we are reminded that the students of today are the architects of tomorrow, and by supporting them, we are building a brighter, more just, and sustainable world for all.
That was a speech in connection with the World Students' Day, delivered by K. Ambika Palimar. Dear friends, here we come to the close of today's Yuvavani program. See you next week. Thank you.